Alright, so last time I did part 1 of the Pwnification reading. So this time I'm gonna do like part 2. And it's gonna be even more amazing, obviously. Enjoy. This was all so sudden. Did I want to stay here? My heart says yes, but my mind says no. Yet after long thought, I realized that there is nothing really out there for me. Everything that was precious was gone. I had always dreamed of living in a place like this, and now I had my chance, and I was taking it. I would love to stay, sir.
Very good. Before I start, how should I say it, resocializing you, why don't you tell me how are current events up there? Is Vietnam over yet?
Did he just ask me about Vietnam? That war had been started and over with long before MLP FIM. Does this mean that what I thought was true? That the animation is based off of this? Also, if he was around for Vietnam, he must be pretty old. What should I tell him? It's been long done, sir.
Did we win, son? Did we show them not to mess with the States?
So he was American. Well, might as well make him feel good. We beat down those idiots like there was no tomorrow.
That's good. My brother was in the war. Before I got sucked up in here, I would always root him on. Good thing it was all worthwhile. Now, let's cover what you're gonna need to get used to.
The shriveled old pony walked me to a group of 6 ponies. The old man explained.
These are the representatives of the elements of harmony. Since they caused you to join us here, they are more than willing to assist you.
Each one introduced themselves, one by one.
Howdy, I'm Applejack. What's up? I'm Rainbow Dash. Hi, I'm Fluttershy. The name is Rarity. I'm Pinkie Pie. And I'm Twilight Sparkle. I'm so sorry for hoofing you.
He didn't want to be reminded. Not only did he get beat up by a girl, but by a girl, My Little Pony.
They will help you get accustomed to Equestria when you finish morphing.
I was very excited to meet the main 6. I had so many questions to ask, but the old pony was impatient and tugged on my shirt with his teeth, as if gesturing me to continue on. The old pony led me to a room, my room for the next week. There was a bed. It was way too small for a young adult my size, but then I realized that it won't matter once I start changing. Which brought the question, what will happen? Will it hurt? The massive amount of pain pills in the side table drawer reassured me that it will hurt. A lot. I would be locked in there for a week, because apparently the transformation gets really ugly, and no pony wants to see that. The old man left me in my room, and I awaited a change. I woke up in the morning on the floor, starved. They delivered me my food through a slot like a prisoner. Yet I would find cards with words of encouragement from ponies I didn't even know. I haven't even met these ponies yet, but they still cared. I felt genuinely cared for, and had been a while since I felt that way. Breakfast was unusual. Apples, cupcakes, and flowers. Then I remembered that I should be transforming into a pony, and ponies eat flowers and apples. I'm still not sure if it's normal for ponies to eat sweets, but I honestly could care less. It finally happened after lunch. I felt a jolt in my back, and I immediately took a pain pill. Even after I took the pill, I still felt immense pain, and I could see my skin getting furrier. I can't remember much of the details of my transformation, as I nearly fainted every time I saw my body morph differently, or discovered the knockout pills, humorously named Twilight's Medicine. No one is going to let me live that one down, to keep my sanity. I took too much meds, and I awoke when the entire process was entirely over. I awoke in a haze. I tried standing up on my legs as usual, but my center of balance drastically changed, causing me to land on my forelegs. That's when I almost scared myself to death. It wasn't a dream. I was really a pony, or stallion, or colt was more appropriate. I splashed water into my face from the sink across the room, and I looked at the mirror. I had wings. I was a Pegasus pony. The hairs that covered me were white as snow. My hair had different shades of blue, and my eyes were a dark hazel. Continually looking down my side, I realized I had no cutie mark, yet I was full-sized. I could feel the insults now, and no pony had even seen me yet. I tried moving my wings, but I was still not adjusted with the new appendage. The door opened, and I was greeted by Twilight.
Great, you look as if you were meant to be here in the first place. I guess the first order of business is to get you to Celestia. Oh my, we have so much to do. I should write a checklist. I'll do that on the flying carriage ride down to Ponyville.
Now I know where I am, there was no doubt. If we're taking a flying carriage down to Ponyville, we were in Canterlot. Yet the odd chamber they were leaving did not feel like the luxurious Canterlot he remembered from the show. It looked dark and confined. That was until he walked out of the hallway into Canterlot Castle's main receiving hallway. Twilight promptly closed the secret door as not to attract wondering, undeserving eyes. Now, before heading to Ponyville, I first had to officially meet Celestia in somewhat of a ceremony. But it was only Celestia, some ponies of importance that worked for her, Twilight, and me. Apparently, word let out about me, and every pony went to see the alien. Yet all I could do was assume. Yet I didn't care. I kinda liked being center of attention, since I'm used to sitting in behind the scenes, and no one really had a use for me. Now every pony knew about me. Celestia smiled and spoke.
My name is Princess Celestia. I would like to welcome you to your new home, Equestria. What is your name?
I prepared to speak, since I've said my name multiple times throughout my life. As like most people. It was like instinct. My name is... I couldn't finish my sentence. Why couldn't I say my name? Every attempt I made only resulted in gibberish. Twilight looked concerned. I simply stared at Celestia, confused.
Like many before you, you have forgotten your name during your transformation. This is a sign that your transformation is complete, and we can officially allow you into our world. If you will allow me, I shall grant you a name that you will follow by for the rest of your life here.
Princess, please grant me a name.
Very well.
She walked up to me. Her horn glowed as she touched it to my head.
I, Princess Celestia, hereby grant the title Starlight to this new pony. His name, borrowed from a once great pony who saved our world from disaster many years ago, in hopes that his arrival is a sign of hope and safety.
Twilight gasped as she looked at one of the many window panes in Princess Celestia's throne chamber. As I shared the direction of my eyes with her, I realized there was this brave-looking pony, personally protecting the princess from a foul beast that looked exactly like my new form. As I eyed the cutie mark, I felt a tingle down my spine as I felt her magic coursing through my veins. When the magic stopped, the same cutie mark that Starlight had, he shared on his flank. It was a shooting star leaving a blue trail. Amazed by the immense amount of magic it must have taken to grant a cutie mark, Twilight looked toward Celestia, confused. Yet the princess only smiled and waited for me to say something. All I could do was bow and say, "Thank you." She nodded her head, acknowledging my bow, yet she had not spoken a word, as if she expected a speech of some kind. Noticing the awkward silence, she looked toward Twilight.
My faithful student Twilight, I now instill a new task upon you. You must guide Starlight through the ways of being a pony, how to act and how to behave, and prepare him for a dinner of his honor. You may enlist the help of your friends, as such a task will take the help of close friends to accomplish. Can you do this? Of course, Princess. I will try my hardest. Then go. I will see both of you soon. Good luck, Starlight.
She giggled as she realized the unusual similarity between our names. I followed her up the castle stairs, toward a platform of knights, preparing a carriage for them. Twilight promptly jumped in the seat and patted the cushion next to her, gesturing me to sit down. I rested myself awkwardly. I'm surprised I'm even able to walk, what with all the changes in my body. Yet I realized that the new body had no new muscle. When I moved my arms, in human form, it would move my forelegs, and when I moved my shoulders, it would move my wings. The Pegasi pulling the chariot moved swiftly, as I would look around amazed by the colors. I heard a noise coming from the town they were approaching, Ponyville. Banners were hung, and people waited around our landing site. I was amazed. All those ponies were waiting for me. Twilight looked toward me, happy to see me happy. I truly was happy. This was nothing like Pittsville, and I was excited to begin. And here concludes the first chapter of this glorious piece of literature that I have just witnessed. No, actually, it's pretty good. If my life wasn't so busy, I'd probably read more of these. But anyway, this concludes the first and I don't know if last dramatic reading by Fluttershy 401. I wish you all a good day.